Yo, welcome back to another episode of Part of My Opinion. I'm your host, Chico, aka Mr. Asshole. To the left,
Wands, man, Mr. Sarcastic.
Shit, I went from tweet to Twitter to motherfucking Tinder.
Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder. I'm Tinder today.
Who called you that?
Y'all niggas, man.
You is Tinder.
You Tinder. Man, fuck out of here. Nikki.
We got a special guest today.
Nikki.
I'm
Introduce
Nikki.
yourself.
I don't have a second name. Just Nikki.
Just Nikki.
Yeah.
Jess Nikki. That's the first name, Jess, and the second name
Just
could be
Nikki,
Nikki, yeah.
Just Nikki.
So what we talking about today? What's
We
going
talking
on?
about dating. Online dating, regular dating how it used to be back in the day versus today. So when I think this was brought up to my attention maybe 3 weeks ago, right? And you can allude to your story first, but you know, Nikki does online dating, and inside the online dating, is it safe to say it's not successful to you?
Yes.
Is not successful. So, you know, as far as us, conversating about it, conversing, I did
Yeah,
it for the person in the back. I swear to you, I wish y'all could see it. She hates it with a passion. So I purposely did it conversing. So they're educators. So you got to watch what you
But you
say.
gotta watch how you
You
say
got to
it.
watch
Yeah.
what you say because they just going, so fucking bad.
It's
Like,
nature.
yeah, so you say it's not successful, right? In your opinion, why do you think it's not successful?
I say that because the men don't want a relationship. They don't want to settle down. They just want to date and fuck. That's it.
That's what relationships start with. The date and fuck. I mean, so we first off, right? And you got three men right here. So you can get their opinion on the situation first.
Okay.
We need to make sure the pussy good before we get in a relationship first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Let's say
fuck
that.
was the for?
Nah, I just wanted to make sure I covered everything. Yeah, that sounded about right though.
So the first thing we got to make sure the pussy's good first.
Okay.
Second, head has to be immaculate. If the head not better than the pussy got to be, I mean, top tier.
How many dates before you get into a relationship?
First date. Oh, before a relationship. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about sex.
So you're supposed to get sex on the first date automatically?
Yes.
I don't think.
And if
Nah,
you
I don't
don't,
agree with that. I don't agree with
think
that.
that's it. No.
yeah.
No.
Nah, I don't agree with sex on
No.
the first date.
I'm not saying that it shouldn't happen, but I'm
Yeah,
not
if it
saying
happened,
it don't
I'm not
have to
judging,
happen
but
on
I
the
don't- it don't
first
have
date.
to happen, no.
It don't have to happen on the first date.
He disagree with y'all.
I know
I
he
do
do.
very.
He always gonna
That's the-
disagree
yeah.
with that.
Very. So when you swipe left is yes or no?
That's a no.
Oh, swipe. So when you swipe right and you say yes and you start, talking to this individual, how long are you guys talking before you say let's meet up for a date?
Like me, like 2-3 weeks. I
2-3
gotta feel him
weeks.
out
When I was in
first.
high school, I was in love.
Right.
Oh, no.
Well, see, that's because we was in high school.
But I'm saying the shit's still the same.
No.
2-3 weeks. Listen, that talking on the phone till we fall asleep type shit, texting when you wake up, texting before you go to sleep, that shit different.
You know how many females I did that with that I'm glad I'm no longer speaking to? So none of that shit really matters.
That's perfectly fine, but you understand those females is why you are who you are today.
Yeah, that's fine. They was lessons.
But you had to fuck. Like, I mean, so the thing is, to get where you at now, you had to go through, certain situations. So you had to be a sucker for 20-something years before you got to be a man right now. Correct?
A sucker?
We all was suckers.
Yeah, but
we
I'm
all
not. I'm
was
saying,
suckers.
but we don't. But I feel like it's suckers out there. I wouldn't say none of us.
So
here
you
are
But
was-
I got a question for her. Like, does it depends on where they're located? Like, what's the furthest? Like, when you do online dating, you meeting people from all over. So, like, what's the limit?
Right. What's your limit?
Yeah.
that
Like
you
how
want?
far I would drive to go on a date?
Or
Drive,
maybe even
fly,
fly.
yeah,
Right, right.
anything.
I ain't never flying.
So you wouldn't.
you wouldn't fly to go see
maybe
somebody?
that's the problem. Maybe
I don't know.
you should look
Wait.
a little further.
You said you don't know or you're not flying. Which one is it?
No, I have never flown to go
What-
meet somebody.
Now,
would
would
you
you
do
do
it?
it?
It depends.
Depends on what.
If you're paying for the flight, you want to see me, you could fly me out.
But you want to. All right, I get
Yeah.
that. Right. Okay.
Right
now I go back
now,
to the
you could
infamous
fly me
question.
out. I could pay for my own things after that, and then we could meet up on when we both agree. But I'm not staying at your house.
Okay.
I'll get like an Airbnb, a hotel, something. I'll cover those things. I'll get a rental car and be on my way. That's it. but I would fly. And I have.
So you'll go. So you would go and make it an experience for yourself.
Yes.
And add that into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case. So if I go, we fly, the dick trash, what am I going to do?
Right.
I got to, go find somewhere to go,
Gotta
enjoy
go
the
hang
stuff.
out, right? Gotta go
Yeah, gotta
explore
enjoy the
some.
town.
Get some
Now-
rebound dick.
Now if he put the smackdown on you, are you gonna pay for your flight next time, or he still got? Paid?
It depends. If you want to see me again.
No, if he put the
No, he put the
smackdown on
smackdown. Now, I done showed you. I done showed
Yeah.
you why you gotta come back.
What they
now.
call that big dick energy, right?
Right.
He
What-
can pay
what is-
again.
you, he gonna pay again.
If it's worth it, if I'm worth it, you could pay for it again. It's just a flight.
But what if he worth it? He might be
Right.
worth
What
it.
if I'm worth it?
Yeah.
Then he can come visit me next time.
And you gonna pay for his
for it?
flight?
No,
Oh, gee.
I would not.
Come on now. You losing me. I was on your side in the
Damn.
beginning. I was on your side.
So I got to pay for his flight when he comes.
I'm not
visit
saying
me.
Nah, you don't
have
we
to.
not- yeah.
What I'm saying is guys just don't like, we don't like, men don't like when we just have to feel obligated to pay everything. I'm a man who I will pay for everything, but when you make me feel like I have to, it's just like, no, I'm not. I don't have to do shit. I'm doing this because I want to. But when
Because
you
you
make
want
me
some
feel like I
ass or
have
because
to
you
do
want
it,
to?
See, but that's where it
See?
goes. So where you get into that, if you make me feel obligated to have to pay for everything, I'm cool. I'm paying for everything, but you sucking dick on command now. Because that's the agreement that we have with each other.
but I don't want a sexual agreement with somebody that I actually
would rather agreement.
that I actually like though. I don't want a sexual agreement with that person.
I would rather the understanding. Let's not call it it's just an understanding. I'm going to pay for you. I'm going to pay for everything. When I want my dick sucked on, come suck on it. Period.
Well, all right. I don't have to be in a relationship with you if that's. Gonna
I'd
be
rather
like
be
that.
in a relationship with that person.
So you want a servant basically.
Yes. Yes, that's what I want.
How
like
that
coming to
work?
America, whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
That's what I
submissive.
want.
Like I
Fuck
got
like a
one of
dog.
my homies right now. He's just recently started dating this girl, and I think they might have went on like 5 dates, and he said she just never offered to pay nothing, and that turned him off. He was like, I mean, at what point? Like, yeah, he said he paid. They went on like 5 or 6 dates. He said she never offered, never attempted to offer, never attempted to lead a tip, anything, and he said he don't like that.
I'm gonna say this, right?
Let her answer the question first. Let her see how she feel about it.
Well, I have offered to pay the tip on, I think it was like a second or third date. But I
Okay.
had talked to a guy. We didn't go out on a date at all. But he was like, by the third date, if the girl don't offer to pay the tip, then he's turned off. He don't want to take her out again. I didn't know that was a thing. Like,
Because a lot of guys feel like when you take a girl out and you always have to pay, it's like we paying for your time. When it's both of us putting time and effort into, you know what I mean?
I had paid for dates when I was in a relationship.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Speak
That's
on it.
different.
Yeah.
That's
It's
not
killing
paying
him.
for-
Let him-
You're not paying for a date no more when you're in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, you ain't paying. I feel like when you're in a relationship, this is shit that you're supposed to be doing at this point. So it's not a date and all that. The man should be doing stuff and the woman should be doing stuff on both. Like it's no longer.
Yeah.
We're not dating no more. We know what we need to do to be kept here now.
So if you ask a guy, if you dating a guy, and you say let's go out, if you offer to go out, are you paying or you still expect him to pay, even though you were the one that asked?
That's a good question because I was talking to my sister about this.
Mm-hmm.
There's this guy that I'm talking to, and it's been like a month and a half, and he has not offered to go out or anything. We barely even spoke on the phone, and I'm like, do I have to initiate going on a date? And if I do, would I be the one that has to pay? Because I said, hey, let's go out. He never said, like, let's go out on a date or anything.
He on a bracelet.
Don't
He on
invite-
house arrest.
He not on no damn house arrest.
You seen him?
No.
Either
He
that
on
or-
house arrest.
Either that or he married.
The niggas on house arrest.
He already married.
Still same thing. House arrest.
right?
The niggas
No.
like he can't come out the house.
He's not on house arrest. I know.
You-
Because
how
he be
do you
going,
know?
he go to work every day.
Okay, you know they get permission to go to work every day,
Need
right?
permission though. Like he's married. He might.
Nah, the
gotta-
nigga might literally be on an ankle monitor. She say he go to work every day. You can call your PO, yo, I'm going to work from XYZ. You get
So
permission
he
to
said
go.
he just go to work and home. That's it.
He on
He
the mon-
really
he
might
on
be
the
on
ankle
house
bracelet.
arrest.
I don't know.
You just said you knew.
But he goes to work. I have no reason to think he's on house arrest.
That's
You
work
can't
release.
see the nigga
That's work
outside.
release.
Listen, first off, he's on there. If you offering, hey, listen, let's go out. that's a step closer to you getting some poom poom. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Who's
So
turning
if
that
you
down?
denying that, the nigga he can't go outside. It's
So-
either his wife has him locked down and he can't get away from the wife and the kids, or legally he cannot leave 30 yards away from the front door.
At a certain time, after a certain time.
Interesting. But should women be initiating dates first? Especially a first date.
So let me get to this one first, and then y'all can get to it. I think so. When you get into that, first hitting the inbox and you talking, let's figure out what it is that you honestly want. It's some women who don't like to go out. It's some who only wants to go out. So I think when you start talking to a person, you figure out what it is that you want. To allude back to something you said, I'm the type person, it's like at one point in time, I think it's okay to pay for time. Like, let's not pay. Let's pay to get all the dumb shit out the way.
Yeah,
no
I agree
feelings
with you.
involved in everything. Let's pay for time.
I agree.
This is what you want. If you have a problem with me giving you $250 for some ass, cool. I'll take you out. I'll woo you, Johnny Gill, my mom. You get what I'm saying? I'll give you all that shit right there. Let's fucking go our separate ways at the end of the night. But why waste? You don't agree?
No.
Nah, I'm
That
not.
shit sound barbaric as hell.
It sounds very like
You don't
routine.
pay for pussy. You pay for time.
Right, but I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody
We're not
I
talking.
have to
This
do
relationship is like no one is in a relationship. So right now
that with.
we're
But you
talking
saying dating,
wise.
but if
and
we're
everything.
dating, we're dating to be in a relationship,
That's
right?
not
That's
what
what
you're
you
dating for.
right?
That's
Is
not
that what
what
you're
you-
dating
Yes.
for?
That's
I'm
not-
talking
dating for a
about her. That's what
purpose.
she's dating for.
All right, so all right,
She's dating to be in a relationship.
I
Most
think
people do date.
she's
to be in a
dating to get to
relationship.
know someone to see if they even potentially able, because dating you okay, so first we have to get to the stage to where me and you know each other. Second, she has to get to a stage to where it's her family gonna accept this nigga at Thanksgiving dinner. So that's a whole nother process in its own. So before we get to the relationship part,
Let me pay you
motherfucker-
$250 to fuck.
Listen, I'm telling you, if women are upfront about the shit that you got to deal with, I got to deal with the dad who gonna be at the door with the guns out. I got to deal with the corny ass brothers who gonna be swolled up. You'll make sure you got my sister home by 9:30. Once you sit there and have those conversations with people and they realize the hurdles that they got to jump in order just to be in a relationship, some people might not be willing to do that. So if you let everything out up front in the dating sequence, you get what I'm saying? Relationship might be off the table right now, and I might just want to have fun. Her job may have her in a place to where she's super busy during the time that she's working, to where she just wants someone to come knock it down twice a week and just go home.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think if the woman is interested in the man and the man is interested in the woman, there's nothing wrong with her initiating a date. Now, I don't know if it's the first, the second, or the third, but there's nothing wrong with a woman initiating a date if she's into the guy.
I'ma
She's
say it.
showing her,
This is how I feel.
interest in him. That's just
I
my
agree
personal
with that.
opinion.
And I'm gonna piggyback off what he's
I
saying
hate being the only one on the table by
because he be
myself.
saying some crazy shit.
I don't know.
It's 2023, right? Back in 19 what? What year was Color Purple set in?
Calling me Mister. You calling me Mister?
What year was Color Purple set?
Mister was a rapist.
Wait,
Mister
let me-
was a rapist.
Let me get to what I'm saying. What year was that? Whatever year
I
that
don't
shit
know,
was
but I hope
set
you
in.
ain't calling me Mister. I'll be hardcore before you call me Mister. You calling me Mister?
Let me finish. It's 2023. Women have come very, very far since that time, right?
No.
Yes.
I didn't know you heard me. I apologize. Keep going.
Yes, they have. They have. They not the servants in the home anymore. They ain't being told what to do. They have careers now. They could be independent. They can live on their own.
And they tell you they don't want sex. And
They
shit.
don't need a man and all this, right? So when you become interested in a man as mutually as he's interested in you, why the fuck do I have to do all this extra shit and we both are mutually interested in each other that you don't have to do?
What is
Well-
extra shit?
Like I have to initiate the date first because I'm the man. We're not back. It's not back then no more. Y'all not these creatures that we trying to that he want to keep in the house and make do the dishes and suck
Yeah.
dick on command and all that.
I'd never say anything about dishes. Sucking dick on command. That's a requirement. You don't got to do the dishes. I wash the clothes. I take the trash out. I do the dishes. I make sure the bill's straight and everything. All I need you to do is suck me out.
You sound
and
like
let
he
me
that's-
die.
but
you
that's
sound like he
past-
want a sex.
But that's
you sound like
past
he
the
want a
dating
sex
phase,
toy.
though.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
That's past the dating
That's not a
phase.
fucking human.
That's what I want.
That's not a human being though.
No, yes, it is.
That's
how
past the
that's how
dating
God
phase.
programmed women to be. But
Whoa,
then the
no.
Illuminati came in and put a
He
different
talking
microchip
crazy.
inside them.
He took it all
The
the
He
way
Illuminati,
talking crazy.
the Illuminati came in, put a different microchip inside women. They let them sit at the table with men, and now women don't want to do nothing that they were supposed to do in the beginning.
So I got a question. Damn, I forgot I was ready to say.
He fucked you up just now, didn't he?
So, would you rather online date or just the old fashioned way of dating, like meaning you see somebody in a supermarket and passing or whatever, or you would prefer? Because I do hear online dating broaden your horizons and all that. So what would you prefer? What would you
Online dating has gotten me nowhere. I've been
Okay.
on dates with many guys, and it's just it's not for me. But
Okay.
like you said, ask what they want. I do. It's like it's either they want a relationship, they're not consistent. They say they just want to have sex, and I just kindly ignore them.
Okay.
But it's like I'd rather in person. I would say like meet somebody in the supermarket, but I'm also very shy. I'm not the flirtatious type.
I got you.
So it's like you have to approach me, and I have to feel comfortable enough to talk to you.
Understood.
Put your hand down.
Understood. Okay.
Okay. So, are you religious?
I'm a Christian. You
Do you
know?
That's so you
Do
religious.
you believe in blocking your blessings?
How am I blocking my
I'm
blessings?
asking the question. Do you believe in blocking your
You
blessings?
talking crazy.
Okay. Damn, can I get there first?
ahead.
I'm quiet when you talk. I'm quiet. I try to be quiet. But so when you go into blocking your blessings, right? The ones who say that they want to fuck in the beginning is the ones that you ignore.
Yes.
But the ones that you write back to is the ones that you get nowhere to.
Well, yeah, it's like they say they want a relationship, but it's like they're not consistent.
Right.
They not
so
doing.
the honest nigga is the one that you have a problem with. But the niggas that sit here and try to woo you and say anything you want to hear just to get to what the honest nigga said is the ones that you run into a brick wall with. So why not try the honest nigga who's telling you from the beginning what it is that he's looking for? Because understand, no matter if we go on 3, 4, 5 dates, until we have sex, I can't tell you if we're going to be together or not.
He don't want to be with anybody if you just want to have
so
sex.
what happens is, right, you meet somebody, they snatch your soul, because I done had an ugly motherfucker snatch my soul before and had me think about, like, damn, can I keep her away from everybody and maybe this shit will work? That happens.
So it don't even matter if you're attracted to them or not.
You can over time grow into liking an individual. You can.
I
can.
disagree.
But I mean, in all reality, when you dating somebody, sex is more than likely, especially if y'all both feeling each other, sex is more likely going to happen. You know what I mean? But when some
Not
people
on the
just
first date,
upfront and blunt with it, that can turn a woman off. You know what I mean? And
You can turn a woman on too.
Bro, listen. If we're dating, and you don't want to have sex right away, just don't get mad at me for doing me, because we just dating.
So you agree with sex on the first night?
I didn't say that. I just said that. I didn't say it. I just said it was. I was okay with it.
But I'm
happening.
saying
I
I'm
just
not a
said it didn't have
savage
to
or
happen.
believe. Yo, so y'all don't have to. Okay.
no,
Like I
sex
said,
on the first night
if
is
we're
cool.
dating
Nobody-
though, if
yeah.
we dating each other and you don't want to have sex with me, and you don't want me pressuring you to have sex or whatever, just don't be mad at anything that I'm doing.
So let me ask you a question. At what point in time, when you go on a date, right? And it's is it a category like of a caliber date that you got to where it's like sex isn't mandatory versus sex definitely mandatory? Like if we go to a 5-star restaurant and we spending $500 on this bill, is sex mandatory after that or no?
I haven't been on a.
You ain't never been on the
So
500.
now you thinking about it, because I believe if we go to Applebee's and you 2 for $25 in it, then it's like, all right, nigga, you get what I'm saying? You got to be cute as
Bro,
something.
some girls still be pushed. They still be wanting all that shit, and they don't want to be giving up the ass though.
What, $500 date?
You could take a girl out.
As a nigga, I'm not paying $500 and we not agreeing to the fact I'm fucking at the end of the
Absolutely,
night.
but what I'm saying that there's females who try to get off with that. Still, they still try to get those dates and still don't try to give up no pussy.
How do
bro.
you agree to that though?
How do you agree to what?
if I take you on a $500 date that we doing something at the end, how do
All
you
right, give me a restaurant that costs that much. Give me one. I don't go. Give me a restaurant that costs that
Like
much.
Roof Chris.
Roof? Yeah, there you go. There you
Roof
go.
Chris. So if you say, hey, listen, I want to go to Roof Chris, especially if you ask for that and I agree to it, okay, no problem. Yo, I need some nudity or something. We need to be on face. I need some indication letting me know that we fucking at the end of the night. I need some indication.
Fucking.
The feeling got to be mutual though. Like if it's the first date, no. But let's say it's date 5. I'm feeling you, feeling me.
I
Take me
can
to
have a
Roof Chris.
threesome for
Then
that
sure.
$500. I'm ready to spend.
But then sure, like you have to have a mutual agreement.
That's what I'm saying. So let's mutually agree that we fucking at the end of the night before we go there.
I think you should
If
have a
not,
better way
let's
to
knock the
approach that.
categories down.
I think you
We
should
can-
have a better way to approach that because that
No.
sounds just
So
creepy.
why do you think
That shit just sounds
why do
creepy.
Like you gotta
Why?
romance her. Like she gotta be like, okay, I'm in the mood.
I'm not
yeah.
saying. I'm saying like you want
You
what
still
you want,
romance?
cool. But I'm saying, all right. So look, we dating and we doing that. You know, I'm spending all this money. You know, is there any way we can spend a little, you know, a little personal, you know, adult time after that?
That's how y'all
I
talk.
think
No, I'm saying like I'm not. What you mean? Yes, I'm
That's how
saying
y'all
that.
talk.
no,
Yeah,
no,
I'm not
no.
gonna fucking-
I think when you conversate with a female,
Converse.
I'm sorry,
Converse.
converse, because that's not you right. That's not
Yeah.
verse.
Throw a ruler at his
When you
ass.
converse, I'm thinking I'm out in the streets. But when you converse with a female, I think they give you. It's like you already know what's possibly going to take place. Like you know that already. I'm not saying it is a definite, but I think sometimes they give off, little signals that that's what they want.
Yeah, I've
know
been
what
on
I
a
mean?
date where
Yeah.
I just knew we was going.
Yeah,
fuck.
it's
And
like
Yeah.
And I've been on plenty dates just like that too, where I didn't have to say anything.
I don't go on dates that I don't know if we fucking or not.
I didn't have to.
If I don't
you
know
don't
we
know, that's a
fucking,
problem.
if
I
I
don't
don't know
go
that
on
we
dates.
fucking, I choose not to
I don't
go.
always. I haven't
So you-
always gone on a date and expected sex afterwards.
So the vibe. Listen, so I won't say the vibe should be felt if we having sex or not, but that's what I'm saying. So when you go into it, you get it. My thing is,
I
okay,
got a question for you, but wait, I'm gonna let you finish. Go
if
ahead.
if sex is not available on the first date, cool. I think that we should like the tier of our dates. How does the shit go?
You
down?
progress.
So
You supposed
So
to
we
get
keep
to,
going up. So we start Applebee's the first one.
You start wherever the fuck you want to start.
But that's what I'm saying, because motherfuckers want Root Chris the first one. If you take them on a cheap date the first one, they don't want a second date with you because the first one was cheap. So now if your expectation is having
What
a
if you
good
take them
meal,
on 4 dates and the shit still don't get nowhere? I would have
4
took the
dates
fucking
and no
roof.
ass?
I'd have took the first Roof Chris date and then
4
not took the
dates and
rest
no
of it.
ass?
So basically, you saying
What if you got 4 dates and then you got on the ass on the 4th date and it was trash?
I'm not going by 2.
so basically you saying
He
you
want,
gotta go
and
for
I
a
bet
fact.
you he want to see her every week too.
Basically
Yeah.
saying-
I want to see it 3 times a week.
You basically saying
You
you
want
gotta
them
know
dates
for
to
a
go
fact
fast as
There's
hell.
something going down when you go on dates, basically.
Yes.
It's like
Yes. I need to know your period cycle. Send me the period tracker. Let me know when you on your cycle, because I'm not going out with you if you on your cycle.
day 2, she on her cycle, and
We
you ain't
not
getting no
going.
ass.
We not going.
But if she tell you
I
after
gotta
the
take
date,
my mom to urgent care.
what?
I gotta take my mom to urgent
Why
care.
is that so mandatory for a first or second date?
because he cares that much about sex.
But you know that.
I know why you.
You know that,
I know
right?
why this is.
You
going
know that
on.
about me, right?
I know why this.
Do I hide who I am? Do you know
No.
that about me?
No.
Have I been the same way since you know me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that about me? Okay, I'm the same
He
way.
cares
Do the
that
women
much
know
about
that,
sex.
though?
I'm that honest with you to where I'm going to let you know. See, the thing with me, right, is no question mark. You never have to guess. I'll tell you exactly who I am. It's up to you if you want to believe me or not. You may kiki, are you so stupid? No, I'm dead serious. I'm telling you straight up what it is. Listen, I tell people all the time, before, married now, so don't do none of this shit before, but once upon a time when I used to be the man and everything, I'd rather pay for, like they say, you don't pay for pussy, you pay for time. I pay for you and I to go our separate ways. We have a mutual agreement. Whatever you want. If you want your money in a date form, we can go on a date. If you want me to leave the money on the counter, I'll leave it on the counter. But let's have the agreement on what this is so we don't have to, all the confusion. I don't want it.
So are you going on a date to have sex just one time, or continue to date that person and have sex with them?
I don't want to date. I don't want none of that. Like now I have to date because it's a requirement, to make my wife happy. So it's like I'm cool with all of us going. So for me, right, the biggest thing that I always get into is I take family time and I consider that a date. And she'll look at me and she'll be like, we ain't been on a date in 3 years. I'm like, oh, we just went here. We went there as a family. I'm like, oh shit, I thought that shit was a date. We all sat here.
That's not a date.
But listen, then when we go on a one-on-one dates, motherfuckers in their phone and shit looking, we all in our phones until the food comes.
I got a question for Nikki. So by your experience with online dating, and it hasn't seemed to been work out. It's not working out. Are you gonna go back to the old school way of dating, or are you just gonna stick to the online script?
I'm thinking about deleting the dating apps. Because,
you thinking about it?
Yes. Well, I'm on
like
two of them.
There, like you wanted to delete it.
I'm on two of them right now, and
Okay.
one is just horrible. The other one is made to be deleted, but I'm not even sure.
So you mind us asking you what's the dating apps that you have?
Yes, I'm on BLK. It's
BLK,
black
I heard
for
of
black
BLK.
singles. It's ghetto on there.
Okay.
And then I'm on Hinge. So two friends told me about Hinge, so I downloaded it.
Okay.
You
I
never
heard of
heard
the Tinder and the
I've
PMO.
heard
Tinder,
that.
I feel like that's a hookup app though.
But I ain't never heard
Okay.
of B.O. You
Dating
said
app is a
B.O.K.?
hookup.
No, BLK.
B.L.
So
definitely never heard that.
statistic wise, what is the statistics on people being together like the longevity of the situation once they hook up on that app?
That's on them. Like I don't
But
know.
I'm asking, so it's not like a little survey at the end of it. They say, oh, we've been together 5 years because of this app.
No, on Hinge, like if you meet up with somebody, you're supposed to go back on that profile and be like, oh, we met up. They want to know, but I haven't met up with nobody on that app. This is the same guy I met on Hinge, and it's like, I guess I will have to initiate a date, which is fine.
What's your type, if you don't mind telling the camera, so we could try to find you? We could try to find you a man.
Okay, so typically I go for
That's a good question.
tall. It's a long list, but I'm gonna keep it short. So you gotta be tall.
Say the long list. We want to hear the long list.
Yeah, we want to hear this.
Yeah, the long
Go
list.
ahead, drop it
I'm
down,
curious
bro.
about this
All
long
right,
list.
I like men who are tall. They have
What's
to have
tall?
a little build, like
What's tall, though?
6'1" and up. I'm tall myself, so
Right.
I don't want nobody that's like
So 5'9" dude is out of the question.
She said 6'1" and up. Anybody
Right,
6 and under is
six
going.
unders.
6 feet and up. That's fair. 6 feet and up. They gotta have a build. I like teddy bears, so husky kinda. But if they're not, that's okay. It depends on who I'm attracted to at the time.
Okay.
So I'm not knocking anybody who's not my type.
Okay.
Good job. Preferred if he's educated.
Good job. Like 6 figures. You have to make.
You don't have to make six
Six
figures.
figures.
That's
She said
OD.
14 she
That's
said
OD.
$14 an hour nigga out the equation.
He is. He can't take me out. He can't afford to take me out.
Hey, you blocking your blessings. These the
I'm
best
not.
niggas. These the best
I
niggas.
want to hear this long list.
Like,
$14.
let me see. No kids. I can't do kids.
No kids.
No.
Go ahead.
I can't.
You don't have any kids, right?
I don't have kids, so I don't want to be a
could understand
stepmother.
that. I could understand that, yes.
I don't.
Listen, every time she get a requirement, that shit gets smaller and
Go ahead.
smaller.
No, baby, we listening. yeah, we listening.
Family oriented. He has to have goals. What?
So your family and my family gonna be beefing with each other.
Most likely.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He gotta have a car. He gotta drive. What else? I did meet somebody who wanted to borrow somebody's car to take me out.
Okay.
And then somebody else wanted to take me out, but they was on house arrest. So it was a no.
Okay.
He has to live alone.
Okay.
Have his own place. He has to be independent. He has to want things for himself. So, number one, nice teeth. He has to have a nice smile.
If you exist. If you exist.
Please.
No, I'm smiling because she taking the motherfucking... She
Nah, I
listening
know.
to somebody back there.
No,
If
because she
you
remembers.
exist.
I forget.
My mans, if you exist, if you 6'2", 320,
Wait.
live alone, no motherfucking kids,
Wait.
good job.
You ain't said nothing about he need to have good head, good dick, none of that shit.
That can
First
come.
off, we got to create the player first before we get to
I'm
that.
just saying, like, you ain't say nothing. I mean, that's got to be one of the most important things for me. I mean, all that shit sound good in a perfect world.
Yeah. I mean,
But you ain't said nobody that can sexually satisfy you.
well, yeah, of course.
You know, you said of course. No,
That's a given.
some people do settle for people that can't sexually satisfy. I don't know why, but they do.
I don't know if I could. I don't think so.
You didn't tell them that.
I don't think I can. Matter of fact, I will not settle for someone who cannot sexually satisfy me.
They got the rules out. The rules handling that shit.
So
right
these
now.
are my requirements. But once again, if it's somebody else that's like outside of the box, you know, I will still.
So what's the second
entertain them.
option? The second option could be what, 5'8". we gotta come up with a backup
Like
plan.
5'9" and
5'9", okay.
I'll accept that.
Okay, the felon on the background a little bit, struggling. He a mechanic.
A mechanic?
Struggling mechanic or a working mechanic.
I'm educated. I'm young and educated.
He's
you gotta have
educated on
something
vehicles.
going.
Yeah, he's educated on automobiles.
How much is he making?
It varies. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If he in New Jersey, the way the potholes go, he can make a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? Depends where he at. I don't know.
I never seen a handsome mechanic before.
So where I won't say where you from on camera, but like your area, do you go for the guys that's in your area?
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
So where did
Absolutely not.
Did you just heard how hard it was? Did you think about the motherfuckers that's around that way? She don't like that.
I went to school with them. Why? And I didn't like them in school. Like, why would I date them now?
In your profession, not one person met your criteria in your profession yet?
Hell no. No. And like the people at my job, like especially the men, they like more like my bros. They like family. So I wouldn't even think about
What do they say about your dating life? Or do you talk to them about your dating
I don't
life?
talk to the guys. I talk to my female
I think
coworkers.
that's what you probably should start doing. I think you need to start talking to more guys around you and let them tell you.
Tell me about myself.
Yeah, because maybe not tell you just about yourself, but tell you about the guys that you're gonna be running into and what you. It's just different times now. You know, it's not the same.
You right.
So piggyback on what you said, got me talking like you and shit. I watched a video before I came here, right? And they said a lot of the times the guy that you need to be with is the bro that you don't, in your mind is always, that's my bro. Everybody else around you see the connection between y'all but you and him. But he's the bro that been there 3 or 4 relationships, stood by you. You know, when that nigga did something wrong to you, he was ready to ride for you and everything like that. They said a lot of times that's that guy that's made for you, that bro that been there through all the fuck shit. You got any of them?
No. My sister. My sister. I would like to have more male platonic friends, but it's kind of hard.
So what's the age bracket that you're looking for? Older, younger?
Older.
Older? How older?
Yes.
Like what's the cap that you're going to?
Probably 35.
35.
Yeah.
That's
Not bad.
So now understand, you know, you don't have to, you okay saying your age or no?
Yeah, I'm 26. I just turned 26.
Now, the 35, you going into a situation with an older man. He more controlling. He wants shit a certain way.
He gonna say
that's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. Are you ready to submit?
Right, you got to submit. That's called right.
I would be submissive with my boyfriend, who I know we're gonna be together, like married and stuff. But if we dating and you trying to tell me what to do, it's a dub.
Are you ready to cut your sister off for a month or two? Because when you in that happy relationship, you got to cut them phones off.
I mean, I was in a relationship.
You can't be coming over all the time, popping up.
You not
on the phone. I'm trying to get some.
Why you telling your sister our business? Stop telling your sister our business.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
Like that shit got.
Yeah, I can't tell her everything because then she gonna be upset when she see him. So
right. So
and it's not just her. It's my mom, my brothers. I got to keep them over there.
That's why I said dating, like when you to a relationship with you, like you got too many. Like once a nigga get through the first stage, he got the second stage to get to. That second stage, a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You bring a motherfucker to Thanksgiving over there. I don't know.
I don't know if he can survive.
Do it matter about the ethnic background, like?
I have not dated outside my race, but I have seen men like on the app that I'm attracted to that's not black. So it does not matter. It just. If their religion is something that I'm not okay with, then yeah, that's the only thing.
I got you.
So it doesn't matter to you, but what about the family? Like if you bring a white boy home, how would that be?
My mom, she'll be like, it's okay, you love who you love, but then and deep down I know she won't be okay with that. Like, no. I don't know how that would be, because I'm not just like African American, I'm West Indian American, so that's like a whole nother different category. Bringing somebody home who doesn't know anything about Caribbean culture.
Your culture, yeah.
Right, I'm about to say your culture is
It's
it's too black.
It's different. So it's like,
black.
yeah, we had parties in the backyard. We playing dance hall reggae. You just
Right,
in the
it's
corner,
too-
don't know what to
that's
do.
too
It's like,
black.
get this nigga out of here.
Right,
Like, you know?
Now, what if he surprised you though? What if he that white dude you invite to the cookout?
And he want to bring something.
No, he bringing himself, but he just surprises everybody.
He's gonna stand out. They're gonna know who that is.
Yeah, who the fuck brought Gary Owens to the cookout?
Yeah, I don't know. I would date a white boy. Like,
You said you would?
yeah, I can't knock it if I don't try it.
I don't want no raw chicken. I don't want no raw chicken.
But so far, I only dated black men. So
I feel like I'm not saying that black people. I'm not gonna be prejudiced or I'm not gonna be anything like that. But I just feel like it's no place like home. You know.
I hear that. I said I would date. I didn't say I would.
Would you step
marry.
into the Latin culture?
I don't know.
They abusive.
They love their moms
They
like too
abusive.
much.
They abusive too.
Ain't nobody gonna abuse you. I'll tell you that.
She said
right
too
now.
much.
They do. It's like, I don't know.
Have you ever? So you've never dated one?
No. I would, but it's this date I have to see.
Yo, so 2024, right? We got a date outside our box, and maybe we can find real love.
Why not 2023? I can start right now.
You can start right. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. So let's say the second half of 2023. Give yourself some time. You know, the pep talk and everything. Get ready. So starting June 1st, you gotta go date outside the box. The ones that's hitting you up, just trying to smash on the first night. Get them.
Give them a try.
Yeah. Or what's the shit thing?
Don't
Like a
listen
man
to
with
that motherfucker
Megan
right
Good.
here.
Was it Megan Good? She was putting the grannies on.
If you
the
like
shit.
a guy and he likes you, and it looks like that he might be interested in doing that, don't be so quick to say no. How about let's try that? Don't just listen to this motherfucker right here. Just say every dude that's trying to do the first night, listen to him.
Let me
Just
say
listen to
Let
him,
me say something
goddammit.
to you, and I'm gonna say this in the politest way. I'm gonna say this in the politest way as possible. You see 3 niggas sitting on this couch, right?
Yes.
I'm the only one of the 3 niggas married, right? That's
Ooh.
because my soul got snatched on the first night. I was in Jared putting the down payment on the second day. So you go in there.
That's not what happened. I was there.
You was there.
I was there. That's
Make
not
sure
what
you
happened.
when you was there. Make sure you tell them you was ear hustling by the door.
I was there.
Make sure you tell them you
I
was
was
ear.
there.
If
That's
you
not
gonna
what-
tell the story, tell the
that's
story
not what
correct.
happened.
Tell the story correct.
What?
You was air hustling by the door too, right?
No, I never ear hustle. Let me tell y'all this story real quick. We was at I forgot, what was it, a Mother's Day / her birthday? I think that's what it was. When the first time you pulled the shit that he pulled.
What I pull?
Let me tell you what he pulled. We drinking, everybody chilling. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers over there, right? And then the party starts dwindling down. People start going home, and I'm laying in the middle of the floor, smack dead middle. It's he in a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm smack dead right there in the middle of the floor, laying there. He goes in the room. He starts to have sex with his girl. He leave the fucking door crack. I'm drunk on the floor. I ain't ear hustling. I'm drunk on the floor asleep. I wake up. I just lay there like, damn, I don't want to get up and walk past the bathroom.
I don't want to get up and do nothing, so I'm gonna just sit here and listen.
What the fuck was I supposed to do?
I'm gonna just sit here and
I
listen.
wasn't in the room with
I
y'all.
don't want to make no noise or nothing. But I'm gonna just sit here and listen.
No, I mean, I went
Then
back
I'm
to sleep.
gonna look at you when you come out the next day.
I went back to sleep. That's exactly what I did.
You went back to sleep.
That's exactly what I did.
Oh,
You think you should have went home or something?
nigga could have turned the TV on or something.
Why the fuck would I do
Nigga
that?
coulda
I went
turned
back
it-
to sleep.
nigga
I
coulda
don't want to
turned it-
sit up and keep listening to the shit. You already left it. I went back to sleep. I was drunk. I went back to
Oh.
sleep. This nigga waited till everybody left and just me there to do that shit.
What you would have did?
I went back to sleep.
He ain't go back to sleep. That nigga went
Probably
closer to the wall.
I probably would have left. It depending on where.
Nah, and see, at that time, neither one of us had no vehicles and nothing.
Right.
Buses
We was
wasn't
young as shit
coming.
at this time. We was
Lyft and Uber didn't exist.
right. Lyft,
Like,
Uber
it was,
don't exist at this time.
It was just one of those
I went
things.
back to sleep.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
one of those
I-
things. He
yeah.
was proud of his boy. He's sitting there listening, my
I'd
man.
have went back to sleep.
I went back to sleep.
Nigga, didn't you wasn't going back to sleep after hearing that. It wasn't
After
one of those.
hearing what?
Oh, nah.
You act like I heard some immaculate, some
It wasn't a Mac.
Nigga, all I heard was fucking moaning. I ain't never heard that before.
Not the way he heard it that night.
I wasn't. See, I'm drunk. I don't even remember the kind of moans. I'm drunk. This nigga waited till everybody left.
I was
and I'm
supposed to
drunk.
fuck while everybody was there.
I'm just saying, why you had to fuck while I was there with the door open?
You stood the night.
But you fucked with the door. This nigga ain't even had the decency to close the door all the way.
So what date was that? The second date? Third?
They was well into it at this point.
Oh, okay. So it was on command. It was like,
That was when I had superpowers. I lost my
This
shit a
motherfucker
while
left
ago.
the door open.
yeah, could have closed
That
the
was
door.
fucked up.
I got a question for you
Yes.
before we. So when you date, right, and you said you date to be in relationships, correct?
Yes.
Do you make that known to the guy when you first start dating? I want to be in a
do.
relationship.
Yes, I do.
And how do they respond when you say that?
It depends. Some of them say they do too. Some of them,
Because that can
Listen.
just word of wisdom from a man.
yes.
That can kind of scare a guy off if you up front like that.
Good.
You understand what I'm trying to
How?
say?
I think
If
that's
they
a
say
good
they want
thing.
the same thing, I let it be up.
That's a good
up
thing.
front.
If they don't want what she want, then they shouldn't be talking. She shouldn't be talking to him.
And I don't. But it's like sometimes they don't put that in their profile, or they don't say they want a relationship, and they act like they do.
What made you try online dating?
Well, I was with my ex-boyfriend for like 3 years, and then we broke up. And I was just like, I want to put myself out there. So that's why I was on BLK first. And then I just joined Hinge like this year.
So the 3 years was your longest relationship. So would you consider that long term, or was that?
It was long term, and it was kind of long distance. Like, he lived in Brooklyn. I lived
Where
over
you live?
here.
I got you.
So it was like we would see each other sometimes. And then after a while, we just broke up.
So you don't go into the dating scene just letting it flow and just letting nature take its course. You just make it known that I want to be in a relationship.
No, I tell them that that's ultimately what I want, but for right now, we just dating and
Oh,
talking.
okay, I got you.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
get- I
saying
got you.
we
I
need to
get
be
what she's
together
saying.
by the
I
end
got
of the
you.
Want
month.
a
Like, no.
relationship.
Yeah.
If
I
she,
still
they
let
don't
it
want
go.
what she want, though, you know what I mean? It's
got
best
you.
that they don't speak, because you're going to have the disconnect of the same disconnect that we just said, that a female that doesn't want to have sex versus a man that does want to have sex. So I feel like
Right.
you need to get those little disconnections and little red flags, get them out the way, and find the people who is okay with what the fuck you okay with.
So if it's a guy with 2 kids, he's 6'2", got a good job, and you know he's like, you know, he's your type. He's a no-go because of the 2 kids.
I did swipe right on a guy with a kid. So
No,
I
2.
have
2 kids.
2 is pushing it. I think maybe if I'm 30 and I don't have nobody yet, then it's sure.
But
Like,
right now, 2 kids is out of the question.
it's out the question. Like, I want, when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I want us to have our first child together.
Right, she's young.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it ain't too many people that don't have kids, man.
It sure
Let's
ain't.
talk.
But hey, listen,
Everybody got
she could
kids,
at
man.
least try until she could say, all right, it ain't gonna happen. Don't sell it short. I mean, when you feel like you just don't wait until you motherfucking 35 and some shit to
I
say
can't.
I'd have been doing this for 10 years now. I'm just saying, like, do about 2 years of that. You know, 2 more, nothing
Yeah.
don't happen. Start looking at the dudes with 1, 2 kids now, because they might be where it's at the point.
But do the men want women with kids?
Sometimes
It depends.
Sometimes.
It
3
depends.
kids, 2 kids, 3 kids.
If
It
you-
doesn't
if-
matter. I'm not gonna say it don't matter. Like, you know,
Nah, it
5,
matter.
6,
It
5,
matters
6
to me.
kids. You know, that's a lot. But
Yeah.
a girl, you know, a female with 3, 4 kids. Now, if her situation is not looking like, please save me and these kids and shit like that.
I'm gonna lose a lot of women. What I'm about to say, but 3 kids is
I'm
a
not
cutoff
s-
for me. 2
I'm not-
kids is cool. 3 is a cutoff.
Yeah, I'm not dating a girl
Yeah.
with 3. I'm not
Because
dating a girl with 3.
I have 1. I'm not.
I'm not dating it.
Yeah,
I'm not
She
dating her
can't
with
live
3.
in Crustberry. Her stomach can't look like a fucking raisin. I
Oh,
done
well,
had,
that shit. Well, that you done fucking threw a lot of the population away by
that's what
saying
I'm
that.
saying. That raisin stomach shit, we can't do that shit. That I got to keep my shirt on when we fuck. I can't do that at all. And then them kids, if you got, the kids I'm okay with. Once we get 3 to 4 baby dads, that's where the problem come in at.
Yeah,
I
with
can't
the
deal
fuck.
with the multiple baby dads. 2 baby dads, I'm alright with.
yeah,
3 to
yeah.
4 baby dads, that's 3 to 4 personalities. Listen, I don't feel like it. You get what I'm saying? That's 3 to 4 niggas I potentially gotta go to war with at one point in time. I'm alright. Let's keep it. You get what I'm saying?
So
Right
you
here
saying 3 kids with the same mom is more feasible than 3 kids and 3 baby
with the
dads?
same dad.
Yeah, 3 kids with the same dad opposed to 3 kids with 3 baby dads.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because he gonna take care. If the situation is,
Got
you know, he's taking care of all his children and they good co-parenting, you ain't gonna have to worry about too much. It don't matter if she got 3 motherfucking kids at that point.
So before we end this, right? One question for you: is it anybody that you'll spin a block for?
No.
No, not one person.
Not
From
one.
the time you started dating to now, there's not one person you'll spend a block for.
For sex, yes, but other than that, no.
This nigga you need to marry right there.
Absolutely not.
What's wrong with him?
I thought he wanted a relationship, but he just wanted to fuck. So it's like, first date we went out, and it was just like, we fucked on the first date, and then the second date, like, oh, we gonna meet back at a hotel, and I'm just like, no, that's not what I want. It was like a one-time thing, and I'm not the type of person that's gonna keep going back. Like, I know what I want, and that wasn't it.
All right, so you know there's a lot of movie stars that had to audition 2, 3, 4 different times before they got the part, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's an audition.
He's gonna
No.
sexualize everything. It don't matter.
Exactly.
He's gonna sexualize everything.
So
But
if you know that
yeah.
about me, why does it surprise you to
No,
this
I'm
day?
just telling her so she know how to answer you better.
She knows. I'm gonna sexualize everything. I told you. I'll tell you up front. You knew already. 40 minutes ago when we started this, you already knew what my angle was.
Yes, I did.
Okay, sex fixes everything.
No, it does not.
Sometimes.
Sex is like a moxicillin.
Sometimes sex fixes everything.
Sex is like a moxicillin.
Sex can't fix nothing.
Sex
but
is like a moxicillin.
sex cannot fix something
Sex is
with
like
a
a
person that I'm
moxicillin.
sick that I don't want to see.
Sex is like a moxicillin.
So you saying if I hate this bitch, all she gotta do is suck my dick and I'm not gonna hate her no
I'm
more?
gonna go to sleep and everything we just
But I'm
argued
gonna
about,
wake
I'ma
up and
forget.
hate her tomorrow.
And then she sucked my dick again, and all the
But I'm
all the
still
negative
going
energy
to
just
hate
goes
her.
right out.
I'm still gonna hate her.
Bro, when you bust a nut, you don't have the time to hate. You ever that bolt of lightning ever just go through your body? Like you just don't have the. You ever bust that nut to where you just be breathing heavy, and just and you just go to sleep?
Yeah, and when I woke up, if I hated that motherfucker, I was hating her.
She ain't suck your dick right.
Hey man, call it what you.
Until next week.
These guys crazy.